By far, my most productive month yet. The best paper I've ever used in a coloring book. I can't look at this page without smiling. Turn the page. Don't tear the page. Today, I'm sharing everything I colored in the month of February. Completed pages, whips. We are going to have a flipping blast. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Tara. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm very new to adult coloring, but I'm not new to art. I've been an artist for almost 30 years. I'll put some images on the screen if this is the first time we're hanging out so you can kind of see my vibe. There are timestamps below if you want to jump around. I think I'm going to go through my whips first, and then we're going to go through all of my completed pages. I am very prepared, my beautiful friends. So let me move the books to the side, all of these books, and grab my planner so that we can start with that. I'm also going to go through my stats. Once again, if you're not here for that, use the timestamps below. So let me move all of these flipping books to the side. Starting with my planner, and if there's a glare, I promise it's going to get better. So go into February. I've already moved my bookmark. Do you see how many plans I had? I had 36 pages I wanted to complete. Out of my plans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Out of my plans, I completed 13 pages. I did start a bunch, and my plan was, no pun intended, was to start most of these pages. So I feel really good about myself for that. Also, going to the beginning of this February, I've not colored any of these illustrations. I've just not been very inspired. I'm definitely not drawn to this because your girl doesn't really know anything about fairy tales. Looking at my February plans, your girl was super busy. And I do really like the way I have been tracking because I found it very helpful. I also wrote down all of my completed pages there. So where are my stats? So I participated in 3 buddy colors. I participated in 7 prompts and challenges. I completed 27 pages, one of which was a double page spread. Can I get a thumbs up for that? 27 pages, by far my most productive month yet. I can't even believe how many pages I completed. I've also colored in 16 different books, 4 of which were uncolored. I have to say this though, I'm new to coloring, so every time I get a book, it's uncolored. So I don't know when I should start tracking if it's uncolored or not, and I'm a little overwhelmed. Your girl gets easily overwhelmed. Moving on to my stats. On Instagram, I started with 186 followers and I finished with 241. So that's an addition of 55 followers. If you're following me on Instagram, thank you so much. I am so appreciative. I've really been enjoying Instagram and I love seeing your pages and the community that we're all building together. Facebook, well, your girl doesn't really understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. I started with 120 and finished with 127, so I have 7 new followers on Facebook, so thank you very much. For YouTube, I started with 1,574 and finished with 1,724, so that's an additional 150 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It means the absolute world to me. I did add another box for members, so I started the month with 21 and I ended the month with 47, so that's an additional 26 members. I flipping love you guys. I want to give a special shout out to all of my members of the Tara Arts Squad. I flipping love you guys. I'm going to put you on the screen. I want you to know how much you mean to me, how appreciative I am to have you as part of the tribe. If you would like to learn more information on how you can become a member, you can click the join button below. I also have it linked in the show notes. Another way you can support my channel is by simply liking, sharing, and commenting on the video, coming to my live streams, tagging me on Instagram. I just flipping love you guys. I want to hang out with you as much as possible. Thank you for being here on this journey with me. Thank you to all of my members. I flipping love you guys so much. At the end of the month, I finished with 18 whips. These are just pages I worked on in the month of February, not my total whips. Are you interested in a video where I share all of my works in progress? I know some of my coloring friends don't like to have whips. Your girl does. I know I've got way more than 18 whips. I've got whips with paintings for over 15 years, and I'm good with that. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see a video on that. I almost forgot to share additional stats because I was overwhelmed by looking at all of these works in progress. For February, I had a total of 29 videos. There's only 28 days in the month. That's impressive. I've got to say so myself. 20 of which were full-length videos. I had 4 shorts and 5 live streams. That's a huge win. I was very productive in the month of February. I had a total of around 23,000 views. Thank you so much for watching my videos and ranking up about 4,500 watch hours. And because of that, I was able to donate, and I'm going to put the graphic up on the screen, all of my ad revenue for the month of February. Thank you so much, my beautiful friends, for watching my videos, for sharing my videos, for helping me to contribute as much as possible to the World Cancer Research Fund. And that was just what I contributed for the ad revenue, not what I had previously contributed during Piggy's Tubeathon. Thank you once again, my beautiful friends. So that's the stats out of the way. Now let's go through all of my whips. First up is Hidden Seasons, the German edition by Rita Berman. I flipping love this book. I love both versions, but this one is square and smaller, which I'm team square books and team small books. This is our 2026 project book, and you guys have been voting for what should we color. So the page that you guys chose and we're almost done with is this one. I love this with all of my heart and soul. I love the vibrant colors. Really, it just needs a few accents, and I'm wondering if I should do a background. Technically, this is a double page spread. I kind of like it without a background. I have a few little dashes, so I'm thinking about possibly doing watercolor. But I don't know. I think it looks so good the way that it is. So I plan on finishing this one actually, I have to finish it today to get the Sunday vibes filmed for Sunday. So yeah, I love this page. Do you love this page? Are you working on these books, this one and the English version with me? So that's all I colored this week in Hidden Seasons, the German edition. Next up, we have Mein Reich durch Europa by Rita Berman. I flipping love Rita Berman. So the whip that I have in this book is this double page spread. I already screwed up, didn't I? I already screwed up. So back up. This page, because what's the purpose, right? What am I using? Well, what do you think I'm using? Let me make sure. Did I not write this one down? Oh, good grief. Oh, I did. Birds. That is not it. I did not write this sucker down. It's Polly's. Why didn't I write this down? Fans, snail, title. Okay, so I've got 19. Am I sure I didn't do it? I did not. Okay, umbrella birds. For these two, the car. So the car I did in Woomers, and for my Woomer unboxing, swatching, and testing it out, I did do like a mini demonstration of how I got this. I'm really liking the Woomers in her books too. I've been going to town with these daggone Woomers. So I'm very inspired to color the rest of this page. This is on my March plan, so I got to get cracking on that. I got plenty of time, but I got to get cracking. And then this flower illustration I did with the Holbeins. So I do have a few Holbeins. Thank you, Jana, for sending them to me. And I don't know if the video is out yet for that. So if not, coming soon, and I do a little demonstration of how I did this. I love this book. I was flipping through this book last night just because I wanted to pick me up. I love it. I love every page in this book. Like, I want to color so many things. Did I start another page? I did, but I started it yesterday. So you're going to have to wait for Sunday vibes to see that. Like, I love this. It just makes me want to eat bread. So that's what I worked on this week in Mein Reich Europa, Durch Europa by Rita Berman. Next up, we have Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford. Look at the size of this flipping book. I love this book. Might be the best paper I've ever used in a coloring book. We started this on the live stream, and I haven't worked on it since, but I do want to work on it this month because of the dragon. I love this page with all of my heart and soul. So this was done with granulating watercolors, and look at this flipping effect. It looks like green smoke coming out of their mouths. So I do want to use some gouache to come over the top here. I'm hoping it's showing up on camera, but then I went over it. I used King Art gel sticks, and I used the shiny ones. Then I used my Zigs. 0 issues. There's a little bit here, but that's user error. Like, this looks incredible. Incredible. Look at this flipping book. I love this book. I have not read this book. I know it's got text and it's a storybook of some kind. This page is the first I've ever done of dragons. And I love it. We had a great time. I forgot about these butterflies. So I do want to do the butterflies. I'm really inspired by looking at this page. Do you love it? So that's the whip I have in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Next up, we have Small Victories by Johanna Basford. Do you see how many pages I tabbed? This is the book I grab when I want to test a new medium, when I just want a quick win. I love this book so much, I bought a second copy, and I have inklings, and I don't regret having a second copy of this one. So the first whip I have is this title page, and your girl went to town with this title page. So let me find it. Don't tell me I don't have this written down either. Oh, good grief. I didn't write this one down either. Oh, okay, make that 20 whips. So title, Small Victories. I did write it down here. So the title page, that's right, this is a hodgepodge. Some are ChromaFlows, some are Tombos or Crayola Super Tips. ChromaFlows, Crayola Super Tips. I think that's right. So that's the first one. The next whip I have is this vehicle page. I'm really loving the vibe of this. So the ones I did this month, because I had done some others. So the van, so this one was done with ChromaFlows. My first try out of ChromaFlows, and I can't remember if that video is up yet. If not, you'll be able to see this little demonstration of this. I wasn't trying to really burnish or blend. I just wanted to see how they felt on the paper, and I really enjoyed it. Then this one, I love how this one came out. This was Black Widows. See, I say I love it, but I didn't love the Black Widows, so I did end up sending them back. But I do really like that color, so I don't know. Maybe I sent them back too quickly. These are all different mediums, and I really like the vibe of what I'm getting. But like I said, I think of this book as my test book. So maybe the next Small Victories, I'll want it to be a little bit more cohesive. The next page I worked on in the month of February is this page. So this is before February, a lot of it, but I think these are Woomers. Actually, I think these are Derwent drawings. So where are the Woomers? Friends, I'm not sure. I know some of these are Zigs. Some are Tombos. Like this is a test page. Wow, that color is beautiful. I think that's the zig, but it might be the Ohuhu Paper Friendly. Just a little ghosting on the other side. So these are probably zigs or tombos. I really love this page now. I think it's very cohesive because it's all kind of muted except for this flower. The next work in progress is this stinking cute snail. If you guys know me, you know I got a thing for snails. So I started this with the Black Widows and I didn't like it. Then I used Woolmers and I didn't like that. So then I think some of these are polys. So this is just a hodgepodge and I was getting frustrated. So that's why I kind of abandoned ship. I do want to finish it because I love snails. I do like how vibrant it is. Like, look at how this flower is just popping off the page. So there's that. Talk about a page I do not like. It's this one. This is my Color versus Prisma. There's so much glare. Let's see if you can see it better like this. Color versus Prisma showdown. And it went so badly, I had to abandon ship. And I did do a tutorial for how I did the background with pan pastels coming soon. So I love the background. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in my Artex black acrylic marker and just go around everything. But I'm kind of like, I've lost my inspiration for this, so it might have to wait for next Valentine's Day. I was so disappointed with the head-to-head battle that I just didn't even want to finish the page. Has that ever happened to you? You guys told me you want me to finish it. And I applied a fixative so many times and it is still super shiny. I'm very disappointed with this page. The next whip I have in this book, oh, that's right, I love this page, is this one. I am in love with watercolor. So these are all watercolor and I'm trying to remember. I don't remember which ones they are, but they'll be in the watercolor videos. Look at how real these blueberries look. I made these like grapefruits. This makes me want to drink wine. I purposely made this apple really muted. I was just having fun and experimenting with the colors. I absolutely love watercolor. It's one of my favorite mediums now. I like how I'm using a brush and I'm seeing something come to life in front of me. Very minimal warping, but I hardly used any water. Like I don't have any issues here. I didn't really do wet into wet. So I have harsher lines, which I think really works with this illustration. So I'm really into coloring fruit too. So the rest of this is going to be watercolor and just testing out other brands is what I'm thinking. And the last whip I have in here is this one. I started another test page and I really do like the way that this is coming out. So, oh, okay, these are Woomers. I like the effect I'm getting with dimension. This could have probably used a little bit of something else with color. And the page is obviously not done. But the illustrations are so small, I find it hard to get my little pencil point in there. But I have been really enjoying experimenting with all of these different pencils. So that's the whips that I have for the month of February in Johanna Basford's Small Victories. Next up, we have 10-Year Celebration by Kirby Rosannes. I am somewhat disappointed in myself that I didn't finish this page. I really wanted to finish it, and I don't think it's going to take much. And even though I was doing this for you, Jess, for hashtag Be Flipping Mine, which was the one that we all came up with for this channel, but also February and Bees for coloring Bumblebee, it's this page. I adore this page. All ChromaFlows. And I love the subtlety of it. I really like the colors that I picked. It just needs more. And then I was trying to figure out what I want to do for the background because I should have already been doing it. I don't know if I'm going to do a background. If I do, it probably will be pastels. I don't know. I think this one could stand on its own without it. I love the bee. The bee just looks so dimensional and I love the color scheme that I came up with. So I definitely want to finish this. I just had a lot of pages to work on, friends, and clearly I finished a lot of pages. So that's the whip I have for the month of February in 10-year celebration by Kirby Rosanne's. Next up, we have Bout de Proie by Diane Defoe. This is one of my favorite books because square and small. I love the feel of it, but I also just love her illustrations. So I've got 3 whips in here. That's exciting. So the first whip, oh, I love this page, is this one. Oh my word. At the time of filming this, I just put up the video talking about granulating watercolors. This was the first time I used them in a book, was this book. I am in love. I love her book for water mediums. Even though it warps the paper somewhat, I find the water mediums work the best. I don't know. Maybe it's just this book. It's just the way that I'm feeling right now. I went all around the goods without any issues. So this was the Gansai Tambi granulating watercolors, and this is the White Knight granulating watercolors. How stinking adorable is it? I love it. So I think I'm going to continue and use watercolors some kind with the rest of them. So I do want to finish this page. Just looking at this makes me so stinking happy. So that's the first whip. The next one is, oh, I can't look at this page without smiling. Who is not going to smile at baby donkeys? And this donkey just looks so happy. This was Tombows, based entirely with Tombows. Then I came over the top with ChromaFlows, and I love the way the ChromaFlows are working over the Tombows. I will say, I think I base with the Tombows a little bit too dark. So like the blades of grass that I put here, I shouldn't have done that with the Tombows because it hasn't left much room for me to come back over the top because I chose such a dark color. So I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to finish this page, but I love it. It just makes me so stinking happy to look at it. And the next whip I have is this page. This is an experiment gone wrong. This is not the first time I've done this in one of her books. I did this in Serena's de Monde also, where I'm using water-based mediums and it gets outside of somewhere and I use a paper towel to rub it. Don't do that in these books. The paper does not want to be rubbed. If it was watercolor paper, it would be different. This is gouache. Oh, Tara, don't rip the page. This is gouache, and I love how the bird is coming out. I definitely want to finish this. I stinking love this page. I'm a fan of gouache, but lately I've been really a big fan of watercolor. So that's what I worked on in the month of February in Bout de Proie by Diane Defoe. Next up, we have Seasons, loosely translated by Hannah Carlson. Hannah is one of our featured artists. I flipping love her so much. So the whip I have in this book is this page. This is done with, can you guess? Tombows. I had to make sure that it was Tombows. Then I came over the top with Prismas. Oh my word, it's heaven. That's a marriage made in heaven. 0 issues on the other side. It was dark, it was at night, and I just thought, let me just start coloring something. And it just made me so happy. I also am not using my swatch cards with the Tombows. And so I'm picking them out and they're totally not the color I was expecting. So I need to do better with that. But that being said, this is so pale that now I can come over the top with another color and really make it pop. Definitely going to continue basing this in Tombows. I just wanted to see how it worked with me putting the Prismas over it, and it's perfection. So that's what I have for whips in Seasons. Next up, we have Lulu's House of Wonder by Lulu Mayo. I also have a completed page in here, and the rest of these I have completed pages too, but I'm just going to show you the whips right now. So the first, or the only whip I have in this book right now is this page. I do not like this page at all. I hate my color palette. I really wanted to color a lot of fairy, so I'm glad I started it, but instead of using alcohol markers, which would have made more sense, I used my Ohuhu paper-friendly markers. And I mean, it's fine. Clearly, they worked great in this book, just a little ghosting. But they don't blend. They just don't blend like alcohol markers would. And I did such similar colors because I just don't have enough of them that there's not enough oomph to them. Then I was coming over the top with something else, didn't I? I started using pencils. I can't remember what pencils I used. I think that they were Woomers because I was on a Woomer kick, but I wasn't loving it. Yeah, because you could see I started blending the face and it's not working. I think I'm going to turn to my Prismas because I know they'll blend. I'm just not inspired to finish this page. If I'm being honest, I'm not really drawn to these kinds of illustrations because they're so cartoonish. They're really cute. I'm just not that drawn to them. So that's the only whip I have in this book, Lulu Mayo's Lulu's House of Wonder. Next up, we have A Million Owls by Lulu Mayo. So I started this title page because I was planning a page, which is complete, and I'll show you here in a second. And I wanted to test out some mediums. So your girl went to town with different ones, and no issues on that side. And definitely issues there. So I think that I was doing tombos and blending with them, and then I was coming over the top with chroma flows. I was using pastels. The pastels worked great. I just quit. I quit because that's the only reason I wanted to do this page, this double page spread. These illustrations are even in some ways harder to understand because of the cockeyed nature of them. I don't know. Do you guys have this book? Like, so many of these pages are cute, but then they also don't make sense. They're all twisted sideways. Their eyes are cockeyed. I don't know. I don't know, friends. So that's the only whip I have in A Million Owls for the month of February. Next up, we have Hidden Seasons, the English version by Rita Berman. So we have several completed pages in here, but the whip, one I want to get cracking on, is this one. This is the page that broke my camera on the live stream. There is a full tutorial for how I did this background with gouache. I am in love. Her paper, I mean, I was doing heavy wet into wet, is like glorious. Clearly you can feel some of it, but it's not going to prevent me from going to town on this spread. I'm in love, and I think on this dragonfly part, I'm going to just use polys. We'll see. I had my color scheme picked out, but now that I have the background, I think I'm going to switch gears. I think it would be too like rainbow. And I'm not going to do my typical Rita vibe because this background is so bright. So I can see me going darker, like not doing the typical and maybe doing blacks, grays, maybe even bringing in some of these colors in there into the dragonfly, but really leaning into blacks, maybe bringing some yellow in. See, now I'm very inspired. I am going to film this. I'm not going to do this on Sunday Vibes because this is separate so that this will be entirely its own video. So that's what I worked on in the month of February in Rita Berman's Hidden Seasons. And the last whip I have to share is from Rita Berman's Hidden Earth. I love Rita. I love all of her books. Right now I have a book, Asian, Mein Reich, Deutsch Asian, I think I'm saying that right, en route, but it's coming from another country, so I don't know when it's going to get here, is this one. Oh, I love this page so much. We started this on the live stream, and this is when I believe we made our own granulating colors. Did I do this? I think I did. It's gorgeous. We did. I made granulating watercolor and the pineapple. Pencils are not going over it very well. I love the vividness, and I think these are the neons, if I'm remembering, from Prismacolor. But I think I stopped where I was at because I want all of these leaves I want to use the granulating watercolor with it. I love this page. It is so like, wow. Somebody was like, I want to live in that pineapple with SpongeBob. Zero issues with the other side. You can barely feel it. barely. And when I was showing Tom this, he's like, wow, look at that page. Like, he loves this page, and so do I. Yeah, I'm in love with this, and you bet your ass I'm going to finish it. So that's the last whip I have, which is from Rita Berman's Hidden Earth. Are you ready to see my completed pages? I've got 27 to share, one of which is a double page spread. First up, we have Hidden Earth by Rita Berman. Why not? It's sitting right here. So I've got 3 completed pages in here. First completed page is this title page for hashtag Tackle the Title Pages by my beautiful friend, Jess. I used Woomers. When I got my Woomers, that's all I wanted to do. I did this in bed. I did come over the top, I don't know if you can see it, with stickles. I went crazy with stickles in a few different places. And then my my Jelly Roll Stardust. And I didn't want to put my name there because I know who I am. So I just said I'm amazing because I am, just like you're amazing. It's so simple. I even put some sparkle on the pencil point. I wanted to see, can I get that same vibe with the Woomers that I do my Rita Berman vibe? And absolutely. So I've got several different stacks, and I just added another stack of ChromaFlows. Are you interested in me showing you my different stacks of Rita Berman pencils? I know some of my friends have said yes. Let me know and I will make it happen. Next completed page. You bet your ass I counted this as a completed page. Is the title page. So that's a title page, and this is a title page. This is, yes, it's Woomers. Woomers and just a little bit of sparkle. So I colored so many bees, and I did not count how many bees I colored. So I think I'm going to do a separate video for how many bees did I color. I don't know. Do you want to see that? Let me know about that too. I colored the bees for Jess. And I just love coloring bees. So that was a huge win. And the last completed page I have in this book is this one. Also Woomers. I am in love with the way Woomers are working in this book. They're like butter, but also I can get layers down. I think that they're just phenomenal pencils. I heard, because I have the 72 set, thanks Jana, that if I buy the 90 set, I'll have all of the colors. But I can't find where to buy the 90 set. Like on Amazon, they want you to buy the 90 and the 72 together. What do I do, friends? So all Woomers, and then of course, your girl put just a little bit of sparkle. This page just makes me so stinking happy. I love it. That's my completed pages in Rita Berman's Hidden Earth. Next up, we have Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolley. I'm in love with this book. I just finished a page today, but you're going to have to wait to see that because it's March when I'm filming this. So the completed page I colored in February is this title page. You bet your ass I did this. Is this ChromaFlows? I think it is. Did I not write this page? Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong thing, friends. I am looking at the wrong daggone thing. ChromaFlows. All ChromaFlows, but then I did go to town putting sparkle. I think I filmed this in the ChromaFlow video also. She's super cute. I just wanted a quick win. I wanted to test out the pencils and see what do I think of it. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy that this was the first page I completed in this book too. So that is Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolley. I did want to just share, I have 2 other pages in here. And do you see like how great the book holds up to water? I'm just saying, highly recommend. Maria Trolley's Fairy Tale Worlds. Next up, we have Merry Christmas by Hannah Carlson. Your girl colored a Christmas page in February because I wanted to, and the page I colored, I love this so much, is this one. I can't look at this without smiling. Oh my flipping word. Do you see how this looks like velvet? It literally, and it feels like velvet. So this was done all with gouache. I did film this, but I don't think it's out yet. Oh, and Sparkle Pop. I did come over the top and put some bling. I wanted to show that we can just use water mediums and it's perfect, just like that. Look at this stinking cute page. Can you see how it looks like velvet? Oh my goodness. I wish you could feel it. I love my color scheme. Zero issues with the other page. There's some warping, but I did heavy wet into wet gouache work. I'm going to use this for Piggies for Piggy, the hashtag for Joe from Piggy Pen Tubes, because I didn't share this page yet, so I'm going to share it in March. I was told I'm allowed to do that. I flipping love this page so much. It makes me so stinking happy. And I love that I made it a Valentine's kind of theme, because then I can do this and lean into pinks and purples instead of just a green tree, or I can color it any way I want. I love Hannah. She is one of our featured artists. I know I'm not keeping up very well with what I'm doing on that page in my planner. I'm going to have to show that another time because it's going to stress me out. Did I write Twilight? I don't know why I wrote that. So that's the completed page I have in Hannah Carlson's Merry Christmas. Next up, we have, yes, friends, this is a flipping bookmark, and I am in love. This is from the Elf's. What is the name of that? I don't remember what it's called. The Diane DeFore bookmarks. I challenged myself to see how many bookmarks can I do on a live stream, and my colored 4. This one was done with Tombows, and I finished these on the live stream. But I think I did, or I worked on them. I think I did add a couple of other things. I don't know what I would have added. Maybe I added some sparkle, a couple of white dots, and I shaded it just a little bit more. How cute is that bookmark? How stinking cute is it? I am planning on laminating it. The Tombows work fantastic. Like, no issues whatsoever. I'm in love. I can't wait to get these laminated. I love this. I have 4 to show, so I'm just going to go for it. Next up, we have this one. This is the granulating watercolors that I made, and I am in love with this. It's all watercolor. It's all watercolor. How beautiful is it? I did come back over the top and add some sparkle after the live stream, but I wanted to keep it very simple. Look at how well it handled it. I did sandwich all of these to flatten them out. I don't know which one is my favorite, and when I show them all, I would love to hear your thoughts. I can't wait to color more of these. They were so fun and definitely a quick win. Next, we have this stinking cute dragon. Very smart dragon. This was done with Ohuhu alcohol markers. All alcohol markers, no pencil shading. I really like the way that it looks on the back when you do that. I did come over the top and do a bunch of glitter. And I used my white gel pen and then blotted it with my finger. I did a lot of shading with the alcohol markers. I'm in love with this page. I mean, look at that book. They're like best of friends. Best of friends. And I would want to hang out with that dragon. Was this the first dragon I ever painted? I think this was the second. I think this was the second dragon. So that's that one. And the last bookmark I finished in the month of February is this one. This is granulating gouache that I made. I am in love with this. I did decide to add some of the sparkle. I used the Jelly Roll Stardust to do the leaves. But I'm glad that it's subtle. Do you love it? Do you love her? I also came in and I added just a few. I wasn't going to, but I think this is the perfect amount. 3 and 5. Your girl likes odd numbers. So I didn't do all of them, but that was purposeful. I was able to lift it off with my water brush after the live stream. I love her headdress. So these are my 4 bookmarks. Do you have a favorite? Which one is your favorite? They're all so different. I found it really fun to experiment with completely different mediums. If you want one that's going to feel the best with zero warping, it's definitely the alcohol markers, the Tombos for a close second. And then with both of these, they're very similar, but I'm going to laminate them. I don't think that it's an issue at all. I love all of them. They all give off a very different vibe. So those are the ones I did from Diane DeFore's Elf bookmarks. Next up, we have Hidden Seasons by Rita Berman. We already talked about the whips that I did, so let's talk about the completed pages. First is this one. Oh, I love this page with all of my heart and soul. We did this for Sunday vibes, and it's all polys, then just with a little bit of sparkle. I did use I think it's a jelly roll glaze and a couple of other embellishments here and there. Like I put a few white dots there. I love the background because it's so airy. I might just do this with the umbrella page because I really love that you just see the birdhouses. And so many of my beautiful friends colored this with me and you sent me yours. I love it so much. If I can find it, and I remember, I'm going to put you up on the screen.
Hadassah, you did such a phenomenal job. It's so bright and cheerful and also moody. Like, I love how deep your colors are. Phenomenal job, girlfriend. And thank you for posting it to my community tab. It fills my heart up so much when my beautiful friends color along with me.
And the next completed page for the month of February is this one. So yes, I'm considering this to be a completed page because they're little vignettes. So each time we finish a vignette, it's a completed page. This was done with Woomers and Artex acrylic markers. I used the acrylic marker to go over the black because I wanted to get rid of it. And I purposefully didn't want to do anything else with the sand, but somebody else was telling me something about the sand, and I thought that's a great idea. But I didn't do it, and I don't want to go back and add it because I'm very happy with how this turned out. And really happy with using Woomers with my like Rita Berman way of coloring. And I want to do all of these vignettes with the same kind of palette, but I might do them with all different pencils because I already know that works. And you guys are going to be doing it with me. So that's what we finished this month in Hidden Seasons by Rita Berman, the English version. Next up, we have A Million Owls by Lulu Mayo. The completed page we have in this one is this page. I can't look at this page without smiling. We did this on a live stream, and it's Tombows, pastels, Artex acrylic markers. Did I use stickles? No, jelly roll, stardust. Did I say pastel? I love the background. I was going for a gothic vibe, and I think I accomplished it. There's no issues. Okay, I said that. There's some ghosting on the other side, but I was using the Tombows really heavy. I'm not worried about that. We'll be able to get rid of it. I absolutely love the vibe. Can you see the sparkle? Let's see if you can see it better this way. Sparkle is so hard to pick up on camera. That's me and Tom. And you guys were telling me like other fun or creative ways to like what we should put here. I just wrote Tom and Tara. That's how I felt. I did put the last few embellishments after the live stream, but I finished the page that day. And I did have trouble knowing what things were because of the cockeyedness. And somebody said it looks like she's flying. Because at first, for some reason, I thought that was her dress. So I did come over with the acrylic markers and it worked great. It worked great. So that's what I completed this month in Lulu Mayo's A Million Owls. Next up, we have Lulu Mayo's Lulu's House of Wonder. And it's the title page. Yeah, I had to bust through my issue with wanting to start something in this book. So I used, am I glad I'm writing this stuff down? Because why can I not remember anything? I didn't write it down there either. I think it's Chromaflows. Or was it Black Widows? It might be Black Widows. I like my color scheme. I don't think the pencils work very well. I did come back in with the sparkle on the guitar, and in her eyes, I put it. Yeah, I think I was going to use alcohol markers, which I think would have worked better, but I didn't want it to bleed through to that side for some reason. I don't know why I gave her green hair, but why not? So that is the completed page that I have in February in Lulu Mayo's Lulu's House of Wonder. Next up, we have all of the flipping PDFs from RJ Hampson and also yours truly stored in this book. I have a video out where I showed you how I made this disc-bound book. It was very easy to do, and I'm so glad I did that because now your girl's having so much fun with this. So the first page I have to share is this one. This is from Coloring for Cancer, Joe from Piggy Pen Tube's initiative for raising money for the World Cancer Research Fund. And I started this at the live stream, but I didn't finish it until the deadline, until the very deadline to get it in Jess's video. I had a lot of trouble with this page. I did print it on Nina cardstock, not even Bristol vellum. I used cardstock, those super thick. So I had started a previous version and I hated the colors. And then I had issues like the paper ripped. So I came back in and I based everything with alcohol markers, not the background. Everything with alcohol markers. I did like my color scheme better with this. Then I came in using my Artex markers back here and a little bit here. I like the snow part back here. Definitely like this wood grain better. I don't know why I made all the balloons the same color. If I'm being honest, I still don't love this page, but I love what it means. The back was pastels. I had some trouble blending pastels on this paper. This paper is super smooth. Probably would have been better off using the Bristol vellum and the more textured side, but I do like how it turned out. And I loved being a part of Coloring for Cancer. I'm happy with how it turned out, but I'm mostly happy with being a part of such an incredible group of individuals, all of which were joined together to raise money for something that I hold near and dear to my heart, since so many of my family members had cancer and passed away. So that is the TLC page from RJ Hampson. And the other thing, and RJ Hampson, when I shared this on Instagram, he reshared it on his stories. I love that. I think he is an incredible artist and an incredible person. Next, we have this page. So this is the coloring page that's going to be in my seasons book coming soon. And this is the snowdrop. I did tweak the illustration. After, I'll show you the next one. I love this. I did this all with Gansai Tambi watercolors, and it was the graphite watercolors, not the granulating. And look at how beautiful it is. I did film this. I don't know if that's out yet. I painted in that background just to look like an abstract loose. I love the vibe of it dripping down. I shared this on Instagram and you guys said it was so moody. It's no pencil work, all watercolors. I flipping love it. So that's this version. Then I wanted to do a version just with pencils, and I believe this is ChromaFlows. No, this is Woomers. Okay, super vibrant, totally different vibe. As I was coloring it, that's the other thing. It's very important to me with creating illustrations for you guys that they're fun to color. Because as I'm coloring some of the illustrations, if I'm not having fun with someone else's, I want to take note of why. So I loved doing this leaf, but this leaf left a little bit to be desired. So I redrew it and bent it a little bit more so we can have fun with dimension. I think it looks fine like this, but I was looking at it like I think it could use a little bit more bend. And I also wanted to add a couple others and even a closed one. It's just like 3s is a really great number. So it's a little bit more of a composition. And it's important to me in the book, because I did ask you guys what you want, that I want a complicated page, a more detailed page, and then a simpler page. a more detailed page, and then a simpler page so that whatever vibe we're in, we got it. So that's what I worked on these printable PDFs from RJ Hampson and yours truly. Next up, we have Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford. I am so appreciative for the buddy color. This is a buddy color with my friend Mindy over on Instagram. And I really appreciated this because I've not really colored in this book. I started a couple of things. I'm saying that, but didn't I finish something else in here? I did. But I wasn't in love with that page, but that was a buddy color too. So I feel like this is the buddy color book. So the page I completed in the month of February is this one. Oh my word, this just makes me so stinking happy. Based in Tombows, then I came over the top. I think it's ChromaFlows. Let me double check. It is. It's ChromaFlows. Maybe my brain is not as bad as I thought. Then I added some sparkle here and there. Just a little. I love like how I was able to achieve some depth. I didn't want to put a background. I purposefully didn't want to put a background. I love the simplicity of this. I just wanted to color a bee with my friend Mindy for Jess. And I got this sucker done early, like in the beginning of the month. I think I beat Mindy with getting it done, and that's unheard of for me. So I'm going to move this to the side and put Mindy's up on the screen. Mindy, you did a phenomenal job. I love your colors. I love the background that you did. You saw my page before I saw yours, and when I saw yours, I did consider putting a background because it's so beautiful. You blew me away, girlfriend. So that's all I colored in Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford in the month of February. Next up, we have Pop Manga Flights of Fancy Coloring Book by Camilla Dorico. This is probably one of my favorite books. Like, I love her. I love this book. I'm thinking about making her a featured artist because I love her book so much. So I've got 3 completed pages, but one of them is a double page, so you could say 2. So how is it fair that when I'm doing a flip through and I'm choosing my favorite pages, I consider a double page to be just 1 page, but for the completed pages, it's 2? I don't know. So the first completed page I have is this one. I love this page with all of my heart and soul. I can't look at this without smiling. The Killer Bee page. This is me and Tom. You better be nice to me. ChromaFlows. I know I've got tutorials up. It's either up or it's coming. Everything based with ChromaFlows. I love my color scheme. I love the splotchiness of the background. Then I came over the top with the ChromaFlows. Holy shit, it works so beautifully. And then the last thing, I was kind of stuck on the fence with it, but I love what happened. I came over the top with the Artex acrylic markers and just added a little bit. How flipping awesome is the blood dripping down? Like, I am so proud of this page. And at the last second I came in, I added just a little bit of some pink Artex markers, just a little bit. I think it just needed just a little. I added some gel pen for the shine on the blade. And Tom had suggested that I put like a emblem, like a what is the word? A logo on there with like a heart. But after seeing what I did here, he's like, I think it would be too busy. And I think he's right. I did come over the top and add a little bit with the acrylic markers, just a little bit. And then I put the centers with my Jelly Roll Stardust. This page just makes me so stinking happy. How could you not be happy looking at this page? Your girl's into this sort of thing. And the next completed page is a double. Is this one? I am in love. And I love that I use a different medium. So this is all pastels in the background. This is a tutorial, but I don't think it's up yet for how to use pastels in Camilla Dorico's books. I based all of the hearts with Tombows. Then I came over the top, but not all of them, and I used stickles. And I'm so glad I didn't do all of them. How flipping beautiful is that? And they are all chromaflows. Like the chromaflows just work so well. I love this little Cupid bee, and I love the halo, the Stickles halo. I considered making this a little bit darker, but looking at it, because it's so glowing in the middle, I love it. It makes me happy. This is me and Tom when we first got shot with the love bug. And later on is when he better watch it. I love this. I didn't fix it. This just makes me so stinking happy. Just looking at this, I get so happy. I can't wait to color more pages in the stinking book. So those are my completed pages in Pop Manga Flights of Fancy Coloring Book by Camilla Dorico. Next up, we have A Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. This is another book I flipping love. So the page I completed this month is this one. This is gouache. I have several videos up on the channel showing how I did this. I am in love with this effect. I did fling some gouache at the end, and I used stickles on some stuff and my Jelly Roll Stardust over there. Can you see how vibrant this is? I'm in love with this page. I've been drawing so many jellyfish lately, like so many. I was watching like a documentary on jellyfish, and it just makes me happy. I considered putting them in my seasons book, but it doesn't really go unless I do like a underwater theme with like somebody swimming and a jellyfish is coming after them. And then it could be like for August, because I remember August, there was jellyfish in New York and it was dangerous. But I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. I mean, I could do whatever I want. I love this page. Absolutely love it. So that is what I finished in Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. Next up, we have Enchanted Earth by Mel Pomeni. Mel Pomeni's illustrations are so beautiful, but so detailed, and really pushes me outside of my comfort zone, which I really like. Like, I'm glad that I'm pushing myself. This was a buddy color, and you know what? It's okay if we don't get it finished or things go awry, because that's the nature of the life. That's the nature of life, and I never want anyone to feel overwhelmed, feel badly if they don't get something finished, because then I'm going to have to feel badly when I do. It's this page. We started this on a live stream, all gouache. You already know your girl's a fan of gouache, and I just painted over everything except for them. And I don't think I painted over, like I went around them, but if I got it on something, I was fine with that. And everything else is chromaflows. I'm in love. And this is water medium. Look at how well it did. Almost no warp. I'm in love with it. I love this betta fish. And what I was going for was a very, very muted palette. This is so far outside of what I normally would do. But I had so much fun. And I gotta say, if I say it was easy, it was fast, it was fun. Easy, fast, and fun. I'm in love with this page. I'm smiling because it just makes me so happy. You guys loved what we did on the live stream. And I just love firsts. I love doing things for the first time with you guys. And I did mask and a slightly crooked. So I love this. I can't wait to do more of her illustrations. So that's what I finished in the month of February in Enchanted Earth by Mel Pomeni. Next up, we have a Catitude Pop Manga Coloring Book by Camilla Dorico. I told you I love her. I do have a buddy for March, but we're not doing March right now. So the completed page I have is this one. I do have several videos up on the channel showing how I did this entirely with gouache. I wanted to challenge myself, push myself, to not lean into any other mediums, because it would be so easy for us to go back in with something else. And I considered adding bushes or stuff back there. I love the simplicity of this. I love the sketchiness of it, the feeling of it, how I was able to get such texture in the hair and adding in all these dots, and I showed you how to do that. How cute she is, the simplicity of the color scheme, so that we can enjoy this for what it is, which is a stinking cute illustration. So that's what I finished the month of February in Catitude by Camilla Dorico. Next up, we have A Vibrant Wilds by Sarah Renee Clark. This is another buddy color with Mindy. Thank you so much, Mindy. We're going to be doing another buddy color. So the completed page I have in this one is this page. This is another one I can't look at this and not smile. So I did film the background using the White Nights granulating watercolors. How beautiful is this background? We're able to do this simply, which is what I want to help to show is that we don't have to be afraid. First of all, zero issues. You would never know I used water except for this, but I can get rid of that. You would never know I used it. I love jellyfish. I need to color this. You would never know I used water. It feels glorious. I love her paper. I based all of this in Tombow, so I think I did the Tombows first. I did pick a darker color Tombows. So if I could go back and change things, I would have went much lighter so I could get more depth. I could go over it with acrylic markers, but I don't want to do that. Oh, well, I say that, but I did come in with acrylic markers and add some detail in the center of the flower. Then I used, what did I use? Tombows, granulating watercolors, Woomers, Jelly Roll Stardust, Artex acrylic markers. That's right, I used the Woomers. I found they weren't really going down very well. I did use the Artex markers, just a little bit on this. I love the bee. Honestly, this page, what really sets it off is the background. If I had no background on this page, I think it would be really boring. So I'm happy with it, but at the same time, I think I could have done a much better job on the flower itself. I'll say that the flower, because it's so big and so flat, like this is so flat, I was stuck with it, like on what to do. I do want to color. I do want to transfer, I can't think of what the right word is, the color scheme over to this page. But maybe try to go a little bit lighter, and I think that would still work. And do the White Nights granulating watercolor back there, but see, it's not a double page spread. But I think I want to do that anyway. So let me move it to the side and put Mindy's on the screen. Mindy, girlfriend, I can't even believe what you did with the background. It was so creative, so vibrant. I love your color choices. I flipping love your flower. Like, look at the dimension that you were able to achieve on the flower. Like, hands down, blew my flower out of the water. And it was also really creative with what you did with the background. Your bee is so dimensional. I love what you did with this page. Thank you so much for buddying with me. So that's all I colored in the month of February in Vibrant Wilds by Sarah Renee Clark. And the last book I have is Das Land, Der kleinen Abenteuer, The Land of Small Adventures by Rita Berman. And I've got I've got 3 completed pages in this book. This is a focus book for us for 2026. You guys said you love this book too. So the first is this one. I love this page. Love it. So I don't necessarily love what I did with the purple. Like it kind of clashes. Then I put all of these dots. I think the dots really helped. I wanted to color a lot of bees. So the background is pan pastels. I did not fix the page either, and there's no issues. And I used Artex acrylic markers for all of those dots. Then I used polychromos pencils and Woomers. So I combined them. I love my colors of the bee, the queen bee. And I'm really happy with everything, but except for the background, I feel like I could have done a much better job. I could have done a better job with the color choice. Looking at it now, I think if I would have went green, it would have been better, like green and like blue, like looking like in the forest. And I didn't want to color anything around the outside. Can you see the sparkle? I did add a lot of sparkle. You know, we don't have to, not every one of our pages has to be the best thing we've ever done. And how many bees did I color? A lot. Look at how many bees are on this page alone. I'm very happy with the page. I'm just not happy with the background. So that's that page. The next page I colored in February is this one. Oh my word. I am love, in love with this page. This was for the full book collab with Wendy from Jazzy Doodle Designs. Have you seen her video? If I remember, I'm going to link it below. Great video. I was so appreciative to be a part of it. So many of my beautiful friends had pages, and it was so fun to see how different everyone's pages are. So I started this. I did film some of it with Derwent Inktense, and it blew me away. The Inktense, I highly recommend. Almost no warping. I did it essentially dry. I love the color palette. So the Inktense was a great idea. Then I came over the top with polys, okay? And I think the polys worked great. Did I need to do that? I think in the future I would challenge myself to just do the Inktense because it was so good. Like, it looked so good just with the Inktense. Then your girl went a little crazy. So what happened was I wanted to use, I started using Inktense in the background and I didn't like it. So then I came over the top with pastels and I just didn't like it. And then because I came over the top, that's why I used the polys. So the Inktense looked so great, but then when I came over the top with the pastel, I lost some of the stuff. So then I had to come back over the top with the polys, and I didn't like the way the pastels looked. I fixed the page 3 times. Then I came over the top with gouache. Don't do this, friends. This is not the way in which you do things. You don't want to put a water medium over pastels. I did fix the page so I didn't get mud. And I love the effect that I ended up getting. But this was like a tortuous page for me to color at the end of it. And I waited until the very last second, like it was due that day or the next day. Overall, I'm happy with how it turned out. And looking at this page reminds me of how we can persevere even when we want to tear the page out. Turn the page. Don't tear the page. I did come over the top with a few little dots like acrylic markers. And I believe I made like some little cloud things with the acrylic markers, the Artex acrylic markers. I used so many mediums on this page. And a little bit of sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. I do think that added a lot to it. Let's see if you could see it this way for the colors. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm just disappointed with myself for not trusting my instincts. I think I got a little bit self-conscious because it was a full book collab. Like, I have to make sure mine is so great, and losing sight of just having fun with it. And it did kind of have me pause in my tracks. Like, why am I doing this if I'm putting so much pressure on myself? If I'm not really enjoying myself, I don't want to do it. So I see this as a really great learning experience for me. So that's this page. And overall, I am very happy with it. And the last completed page I have to show you is this one. Just like I said in the other book, these are all vignettes, this page. So this is completed. And this was done with Black Widows. I do have a couple of videos up on the channel related to this. You guys said you loved it. I really was testing myself to see, can I do that Rita Berman vibe with different pencils? I did not like the Black Widows. I think this is the reason why I sent them back. It was just hard. Like, they wouldn't go down. Why can they go down in some books and not others? I don't know. Without a doubt, polys are my favorite. Polys are the fastest. But with each experiment that I try, every time I push out of my comfort zone and challenge myself, I learn something and I grow. And I do believe that's a really big part of growing as an artist, as a colorist, is experimentation. And I don't want to be afraid to experiment because what if it doesn't go well? Does that make sense? So those are all of my completed pages. I did want to just share one more time our buddy color that we are doing for the month of March. In case you missed when we talked about that, it's this page. So this is our channel buddy color. So it's the beginning of March, or somewhere in March when I'm filming this video right now, and I will need your page by the end of March so that I can put it in my video. I would love to share your page. If you can't get it done in time, when you do get it done, share it with me and then I will share it in a future video. So those are all of my completed pages. What do you think, friends? How ambitious was I? What did I say? How many pages did I say I did? 27 pages. I am so proud of myself. I had so much fun. If you made it to this point in the video, will you put a crayon emoji so I know you are still here? I flipping love you, friend. Happy coloring, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.